Right then, you horrible lot. This week on Burntwolf Airsoft, it's time to dig out those old jackboots and don your style helms, as we're going to be reviewing Ian's AMG S&T MG42, or as he calls her, Brunhilda. Measuring in at a whopping 123 centimeters, it's truly a monstrous support gun, made almost entirely from wood and metal, with only the grips being made of polymer. This gun really goes the distance in reproducing the iconic and infamous look of the World War II light machine gun used by the Germans. Surprisingly though, despite its massive size, it wasn't nearly as heavy as I thought it would be, but still a heavy bugger at 7.1 kilograms, which I still think is a manageable weight for skirmishing, although I think that after a day of dancing about with Brunhilda, that you'd certainly feel it. Fortunately though, if that sounds like too much effort for you, it comes with a very nice bipod, so there's nothing stopping you from kicking back, digging in and letting these take the weight for you. And with its 2,400 round electric winding drum mag, God help the person who tries to move you. Only being fireable in full auto, you can chuck even the notion of ambidextrous fire selectors out the window. It does have a safety on the pistol grip, however. The MG42 shoots at a nice, safe 330 FPS, but that still doesn't mean I'd like to go toe-to-toe with this. It's got a really nice rate of fire, but with all that fire, just like the real thing, it's best shot in small bursts, as you can see modeled by the lovely Ian. The Führer will be happy with you, Ian. The MG42 is not just about the rate of fire, though. It had no trouble hitting the 6-inch pin plate at 20 meters, and I think with the sheer volume of fire that this gun produces, that you'd have no trouble suppressing and taking out targets at ranges much greater than this. It's going to be like it's bloody raining down range. The S&T MG42 is one hell of a piece of kit, but it needs a hell of a lot of batteries to power it. The drum mag takes 4 AA batteries, and Ian recommended only using the more powerful lipos to power this gun. Brunhilda's running off a 7.4 volt lipo in these videos, and she apparently tends to get a bit stroppy if she doesn't get her voltage fix. Ian's owned Brunhilda for just over a year now. He's had to change the spring on this gun to lower the FPS down to UK sight limit. This one's packing a M1000 that fits in with a bit of work. You'll need to take apart the gearbox and sand down the rear of the spring guide so it's quick release in future. There's a link in the description below to a video that explains this much better than I can. The one thing that can be a bit of a source of annoyance for this gun is the wires at the bottom of the gun can get snagged, and the drum mag can be a bit of a bugger to take on and off. Still though, the AMG MG42 is a great airsoft light machine gun and certainly fills the role well. I would imagine that it's a bit heavy for some of the smaller players out there, and the fact that it will require a little bit of work to rein in its FPS to the UK sight limits can be a bit off-putting. But costing £480, I think it's certainly well worth the money for the sheer amount of gun you're getting. It's one mean piece of kit, and it's perfect for those looking for a light machine gun for airsoft, or those like Ian that plays the Germans at the World War II airsoft games. And that's my review of the AMG MG42. Big thanks goes to Ian for providing user feedback, and Brunhilda. As always, thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more tips, tricks, reviews, and how-tos. Anyway, back to whatever you were doing, that is